Hero, you couldn't even break a fucking key and leave the key broken, bro. Like, what? So with the beginning of this chapter, we go back to the war and people are fighting left and right, yada yada. Okay, it was kind of okay, nothing spectacular, no advancement there. It's just seeing people popping shots left and right. Although I guess to a certain degree it was building up a little bit more of Demaria, I believe that's her name, when she was going up against Kagura and stripped her naked. Fan service for days, and it's just showcasing yet again how epic she is, and I'm pretty sure once again that it's going to take Erza to take her down. Then we get to the meat of the chapter, which is all the Miss Brandish stuff, and for starters, I was already disappointed that they handled the Marin shit, or Marin, whatever the fuck you want to call him, off screen, because the previous chapter, it ended with like, yo, this is dark as fuck, he's about to take her out, and it was a huge troll, because this chapter is like, oh yeah, that happened off screen. Anyway, so we going back to the plot, I'm like, that was something that was like, yo, that was supposed to be big. That was like, yo, is she gonna die? What's gonna happen? So why handle it off screen? It almost seems as though Hero was about to, go into the next chapter with that, and then just immediately thought, nah, you know what, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna just like brush it off. Or maybe his editor said, yo, that's a little too sexual, bro, you going into some dark territory. And speaking of choking, what the fuck is up with Hero's suffocation obsession? Like, I ain't gonna lie, dude likes to get a little bit kinky there. Just think about it. For starters, we have Marin trying to choke her out with her big jugs flapping away, and then in this chapter we got fucking Miss Brandish trying to do to Lucy what Marin was trying to do to her. She was trying to suffocate the bitch to death. Just imagine Hero coming up to his girlfriend with a fucking box of present and saying, hey baby, I got you a gift, and she opens it and it's his hands inside the box saying, let me choke you, bitch. But all jokes aside, so we get a little bit more backstory as well with the keys, so getting a little bit of exposition and a little bit of understanding and more clarity, shall I say, in regards to the keys. Although, to be honest with you, I think a big majority of everything that Brandish thinks she knows is a misunderstanding. There's either two different things. It's either Layla is a heartless piece of shit, which I think it would be a really big plot twist if it was, and I would love it to be that way, like, oh my gosh, Layla is one of the true final villains or some insane shit like that, but more than likely it's not. Honestly, I think it's all just a big misunderstanding. Whatever the case may be, maybe the servants were passing away, maybe they needed to do this in order to save Lucy, maybe they, gave up their keys or whatever that Layla originally left them. I honestly truly believe it's one of those cases. It's kind of cliche, but it's just a big misunderstanding, and Miss Brandish just doesn't understand exactly what the fuck happened. And then the ending of the chapter, which has people going insane, calling BS. There's two problematic aspects, one of which can be explained in the next chapter, and that's basically how it is that she actually came about. I'm guessing it's maybe because of the connection that Brandish has, because her mother was originally the holder of the key. Well, not originally, but the one prior to Lucy having it, so maybe both of them being together is why Aquarius can quickly show up. But still, in of itself, that's kind of like, what the fuck? But then the biggest thing that really kind of upsets me as a fan of Lucy, and just in general seeing character development that is kind of getting fucked with because of her return, is Lucy changed dramatically because of Aquarius being, leaving or whatever, what happened with the key and stuff like that, and the Tartarus arc. So bringing her back, especially if she's here to stay, which I hope it's not the case, but if she's here to stay, it's even worse. But regardless of what, her character development, one of her defining moments in the entirety of Fairy Tail was her having to sacrifice Aquarius and having to, bear that hurt and that pain, and that's what helped her to train and get better and everything over the time skip. Bringing back Aquarius kind of says fuck you to all of that. So to be honest with you, that's where I stand in regards to that event. It's like, yeah, there'll probably be some BS explanation as to why she showed up just in time so that she could probably tell Brandish exactly the misunderstanding and the error of her ways, so Brandish doesn't want to suffocate the fuck out of Lucy's tits. Let me choke you, bitch. But yeah, Lucy's character development, the biggest pivotal point of it was Aquarius being sacrificed and her being back. It's like, Hero, you can't even fucking break a key. You can't kill a cat. You can't break a key. You certainly can't kill motherfuckers. Like, so yeah, with all that being said, some pretty disappointing aspects of the chapter, to be honest with you. It kind of feels anywhere from like bad to average, more so leaning on bad, simply because it's like, oh, that's her defining character development. Why are you reverting it back? Why is she here to begin with at the perfect time to explain everything? And then of course the Marin shit happening off screen. Yeah, like 4 to 5 for this chapter. It's just like, what the fuck, bro? I'm really hoping that Layla is like some fucked up individual, but it's more than likely, once again, a misunderstanding. Let me know what you thought of the chapter. What do you think about the Marin shit being handled off screen? And like, again, we were left off with a cliffhanger with that, and then now it's like, oh yeah, we did that real quick. And your feelings regarding Aquarius's return at the end of the chapter. Are you upset that she's back? Are you like disappointed? How is she back? Like, what is your whole take on that? Because I know a lot of people are going left and right, more so people are really fucking hating that ending. And your overall thoughts of the chapter. But thanks for watching. If you enjoyed anything about this video, make sure to drop me a like. I'd greatly appreciate it. And if you want more from me, make sure to subscribe. I'm ForneverWorld, and as always, people, have an awesome day.